Good morning, gents. I still have to hold this thing because the wind is blowing. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I have a Coke and a smile on this another rant. The topic for today was your name is your name. I was reading Proverbs. I usually make it a point to read Proverbs every year. Lately, I haven't been doing that because I had so many other interesting books to read. But Solomon said, your name is worth more than riches. Now, when I read that, I couldn't believe it. What? Worth more than diamonds and gold and ruby? What? That can't be. Like my friend's grandmother always says, keep on living, boy, keep on living. I kept on living. But I found out your name really and truly is worth more than riches. It is. Especially, after seeing people who dishonor themselves and disrespect themselves to get money, and now their name is worth nothing. And I'm like, you know what? Solomon was right. Of course Solomon is right. He's Solomon. Oh, that's another thing. That's another round. I get back to that. Now, gentlemen, at the end of the day, the only thing worth anything is your name. And I can't remember, I think it may have been a cowboy movie. I think it's mostly cowboy movies where I saw this. Where if you mention somebody's name to a complete stranger, and they were like, all right, since you know him, all right. They give you access that you wouldn't have gotten just because of who you know. You just call their name and the door opens. And I like that. And then as I grew and understood, that is what Solomon is talking about. And my aunts had said that growing up, their grandmother, my great-grandmother, if you wanted to go out on a date with anyone, you couldn't do that unless their grandmother knew who this child's parent was. And I was like, that is so terrible. You're going to condemn a child because of their parent? Yes and no. I consider the 70-30 rule is not a hard rule with me like it was with my great-grandmother. If you didn't come from the right family, if you don't have the right name, you can't come to her house. You're not talking to her bloodline. Now, when I was studying to be a teacher, I saw it in action. Now, I understand why your name is so valuable. I understand why your name is so important. And why you must attach honor to your name. Because it not only affects you, it affects your children. Excuse me. I went over with some friends of mine who were interviewing people in the neighborhood. And this guy, he wasn't going to go on the interview, but he saw me. Just said, all right, come here. All right, y'all come in. So after the interview, he pulled me on the side. This old man knew my great-grandfather as a little boy, but he knew my great-grandfather. And he said, when he saw me, he said he thought he was seeing things. I was like, oh my God. I actually met someone that knows my great-grandfather. And he said that's why he granted the interview. And I was like, oh my God. That's why I invited, that's why I added this to the rant. Because of my great-grandfather, this gentleman gave us an interview on the history of the project that my friends were working on, that I got involved with. I said, it's a good thing I went with him, because the old man knew everything. We thought the interview would have been 10 minutes. It was almost an hour and a half. But that was actually 2 hours. The other 30 minutes, he was talking with me. He knows my grandfather. He knows my great-grandfather. He knows my grandmother. He knows my mother. He knows my aunts and uncles. He knows all of my cousins. Well, they are cousins, but I call them uncle and aunt. And he said, you come from good people. And when I heard my great grandmother my great grandmother's voice in my head and my aunt's voice, who is your family? That's all she would ask anyone who comes to talk to her bloodline. Who is your family? You can't talk to her children or grandchildren unless she knows who your family is. And this was just last week, and I just remembered it last night, so I included it in this rant. Gentlemen, your name is everything. Not only does it help you, it opens or closes doors on your children. And even your grandchildren, as in this case, great-grandchildren. My grandmother has been dead, I think, about 10 years. May she rest in peace. I haven't talked about my great-grandparents. I never met them. But I met someone who knew them. And because of that, the door opened for me. Gentlemen, you can't just live for yourself. That's another aspect I got to deal with. You got to think about your children. I talked about it in the rant last night. You got to think long term. But anyway, gentlemen, thank you. I got to go because the traffic died up. All right, goodbye.